funky beat. Sun is shining, Rachel brings the heat. Wake up CEO, we're on repeat. Chicago, Sun Up City on the go. Rachel L. Gary on the radio. Tune in quick, hear the power flow. Wake up CEO, it's your daily show. Wake up, start the day with CEO. Rachel's got the vibe, that's the real deal. CEO, it's time to feel the thrill. Morning grind, press play and chill. From the windy city, bringing major vibes. Rachel on the mic, keeping lives revived. Radio Chicago, where dreams arise. Wake up CEO to the skies. No more snooze button, no more delay. Rachel's voice making waves today. Feel the energy Chicago way. Wake up CEO, rise and sway. Wake up, start the day with CEO. Rachel's got the vibe, that's the real deal. CEO, it's time to feel the thrill. Morning grind, press play and chill. Wake up, start the day with CEO. Hey, Rachel's got the vibe, that's the real deal. CEO, it's time to feel the thrill. Morning grind, press play and chill. Let's play and chill.
This is Dr. Carolyn Stevens, the CEO of the BHC Media Group. And when you are looking for a strategy for self-leadership, get aligned with Wake Up CEO with host Rachel L. Gary every Wednesday from 3 to 5 p.m.
You know what time it is? Every Wednesday, 3 to 5, my Radio Chicago, Rachel L. Gary in the building. Wake up, CEO, let's go! Wake up, go some set that tone. Wake up, every step you take, you claim that throne. Wake up, no more doubt, no time to stall. Wake up, boss up now, go get it on. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in. Wake up, I ain't waiting, now I go and take it. Built this from the ground, no way they break it. Consistency, my secret, watch me make it. Got that boss talk, now I ain't faking no. Lost, set the goal, now I'm grabbing the goal. And put in the work, now I'm taking control. The vision so clear, yeah, I already know. Every step I take, I'm ready to blow. Wake up, set that tone. Every step you take, you claim that throne. No more doubt, no time to stall. You boss up now, go get it all. Let's go, stay locked in, make it happen. Make it happen. Let's go, stay locked in, make it happen. Make it happen. No handouts, yeah, I made my way. Built my brand, now I paid my lane. Turn my losses into lessons. Now my grind got no recession. Yeah, they talk about chance, but I make my own. Yeah, I ain't waiting for fate, got a future to own. Yeah, every setback, just part of the game, gay game. But now I'm up and they know my name. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in. Wake up. Success so sexy, put the work in flexi. Late nights, no rest, but now my vision's hefty. They doubt it, they laugh, now they watch from the back. Cause I turned every dream into bricks that stack. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, go get it all. Every Wednesday, 3 to 5, my Radio Chicago. Rachel L. Gary taking you to the top. Boss up.
Hey there, CEOs. Welcome to Wake Up CEO. I am your host, Rachel L. Gary, and it is Christmas Eve, guys. I want you guys to get locked in. We're going to have a very good show with some awesome individuals. Today's theme is how to turn pressure into progress. And that includes the holiday season's pressure. So I want you guys to stay locked in for the power statement of the day, as well as the CEOs from the CEO Mastermind. Guys, this is going to be that show where we really start talking about how a small piece of coal turns into a diamond and how the pressure made it just that. So y'all stay locked in for the CEOs as well as the Author's Corner that is brought to you by Distinguished Authors Guild, where your literary excellence is celebrated. And last, y'all know we cannot forget the Leadership 3-Point Play that is powered by Say I'm Possible Academy, where self-leadership gets what? GPS. All right, so you know what we do on Wake Up CEO. We dive right in. We don't slow down. We don't say, let's get everybody in. We just dive right in. You guys have already got prepared. So let's hit the power statement of the day. Pressure doesn't ruin purpose. It reveals it. So we're going to go into the chat as well. We got people already checking in. If you guys are not familiar, we have Letitia Hart Marie, who is live. She says, good afternoon. And she will be joining us in season 3 of the CEO Mastermind. Thank you, Letitia, for joining me today. All right, guys. So we're not gonna keep the CEOs out there just waiting. So as I bring the CEO to the room, we got people in house as well. So let's see if we can get the first CEO in the room. Where's she at? You out there, CEO? All right, want to make sure. We got to make sure. All right. Come on in. So, guys, if y'all are not already familiar with this CEO, so this CEO is on My Radio Chicago. She steals my time spot on Fridays. It's the afternoon rendezvous with Miss Mina, the Brown Diva. So she happens to be part of the mastermind. And if you guys are not already locked into the business of the Ms. Mina Media, get locked in. Because today she's going to talk a lot about that business, talk about things that have happened, how the pressure turned her into a diamond. We're gonna get into that. Then we have next the CEO of Stiletto Decor, also a 2-time award-winning author who is bringing. Let's talk about these rooms. Who is bringing a touch of class to areas. Who's showing little girls or young dreamers how to dream again. Without further ado, we got Shayna, CEO Shayna Jenkins in the room.
Hey, y'all. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Mina. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here today. So up next, we have, guys, she's no stranger to My Radio Chicago. She used to be on a show, Melly Peace Playground, that went from 12 to 3 right here on My Radio Chicago every day. That's where I met this lovely lady. But we're not going to talk about her just being a lovely person. We're going to talk about her being a CEO of Stuckey's. Guys, if you are not already locked in to the chemist, we call her, she's got that mixture for you guys. Get locked in with D Woods. Hey, D.
Hey, everyone. Thank you so much. I really appreciated that. You brought me on the stage so well.
Okay.
Thank you.
At least I'm still doing my job. I got to make sure.
You're doing it well. Hello, everyone. Hello, Shayna. Hello, Mina Brown Diva.
All right. And then we have up next, guys. I mean, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be an honor. I'm going to be a parent as well in this one. This gentleman, I have watched him be from a seed to a dream to some reality with his art. Guys, I'm just saying that his art is magnificent. He is honing his skills, bringing the craft, but with beautiful pieces. If you guys are not aware of Travion Johnson, the CEO of Mist in Motion, get locked in today. Bring it to the stage, Trey.
How you doing?
Hey there. All right, guys. These are the members of CEO Mastermind season number 2. We have other people out there, but if they join us, great. Well, they might be selling. It is Christmas Eve, so their business is still open. We started our days talking about the business. Your business open. So, all right, guys, we're gonna dive into some questions. Y'all know I'm all about the questions. First, we're gonna let Mina go last because she talks to y'all often. But
And too long.
Long, you're gonna be just right. So we're gonna let Shayna go first. Tell us a little bit about you, your business, and then we're gonna jump into some questions and get you from that.
All right. Hey, y'all. So my name is Shayna. Like she said, I'm the founder of The Prettiest Woman, which is a brand rooted in the belief that true beauty starts from within. I carry that same philosophy over into my interior design business called Stiletto Decor, where I create intentional living spaces that inspire purpose, value, and confidence. So in short, I'm all about internal beauty. I'm all about making the woman beauty, and I'm all about making sure your spaces is beautiful, inspirational, and just the place that you want to reside in so you can feel good and go out and make a change into the world.
Let's take that a step back. Get into the world. Come on, bring
that change, baby. Make a change. Be the change you want to see.
Hey, I'm loving to make a change. You got to be the change in the world.
You got to be the change. Make it. It starts from within, though. A lot of people think that you can go out and make the outside beauty. You get all dolled up. And now it starts from within.
Absolutely. 1,000% agree on that. So we got people checking in. We got Sharice Sloan checking in. She says, hello, everybody. If you guys are not already aware of Sharice Sloan, she is the CEO of Highly Productive Chicago, and she is also going to be on season 3 of the CEO Mastermind. She does promotion for artists, individuals. She is promoted for me in the upcoming 12 months. Get ready. And in the next 6 to 8 weeks, y'all gonna be seeing on there. Get ready for that. Thank you, Sharice, for checking in with us. We have Farron McLemore who's checking in with us. She says, hello, CEOs. If you guys are not aware of Farron McLemore, guys, I'm trying to lock her in for season 3. Farron, check your inbox. Check that inbox. But no, so Farron, she is an author who is big on inspiration. She brings inspiring stories. Guys, check out her book. Farron, please drop your link below so individuals can get that book. She has 2 books. I own one of them. The second one I have to get a copy of because she had a compilation of authors in it. We'll bring her on the show so you guys can hear more about that later on. But thanks, Farron, for checking in with us. And we had Letitia. She said, hey, D.
Hi.
So I had the pleasure of meeting Letitia this past weekend in person. She was at the 10th annual My Radio Chicago anniversary and appreciation awards. Guys, it was an awesome event. Yeah. I'm going to be honest. I was taken aback about how much support was there, man. Wasn't it so much support in the room?
Oh, so much.
It was so much support, so much love, so much, not just appreciation, but so much upliftment. Everyone was uplifting another person. There was no, hey, I want that award. I deserve that award. It was everybody. Man, did you see that she got that award? You had everyone taking pictures with the award winners, guys. And Shy Blizz and Lexi Couture put on a awesome, and I do mean awesome event. So you guys, Lexi's going to be joining us next week right here on she comes in right after me from 5 to 7 on Wednesday. So I'll talk about that at the end of the show. So y'all get locked in. All right, D, let's talk a little bit about Stuckey's.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is D Woods. Stuckey's was founded in like 2020 when COVID came in.
What the heck's That's all right. We had a little technical difficulties. Yeah, it's that Christmas internet trying to get us, man, trying to stop us from rolling. We gonna still roll with Christmas. So we got Trey back in the room. So Trey, tell us a little bit about your business.
I do spray paint paintings, and for now I'm mostly doing space themed, but I'm trying to branch out into other things right now. But I'm really confident in my
All right. So, I mean, as I said, this Christmas internet, we're going to be okay with Christmas internet. We're going to get everybody
Can y'all,
back
can
in
y'all
there.
hear me now? I am so sorry. My uncle's calling me like, oh my God, I am so sorry. And it just kicked me all the way out. Like, I
All
am
right,
so
we got to
sorry.
hit that do not disturb button.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, Stuckies was founded in 20 when it was.
Well, maybe her uncle said that he had more to say than what she was allowing him to say. We gonna let Amina tell us a little bit. Tell us about Ms. Media. What does that really mean? Because I hear a lot of people talk about media, and I know a lot about what you do, but man, give the viewers a lot more information about what it is that Ms. Mina does.
Okay. Hey, everybody. I am Miss Mina. I'm the CEO and founder of Miss Mina Media. And basically, we are a powerhouse, a media company which helps build brands. It doesn't matter what your brand is. You can be a business owner, politician, a public leader, entrepreneur, or someone who is a creator. But we basically just help you to, we like the plug, you know what I mean? We help you to get the word out about what you do. And that with the media, it can be radio, television. We also do red carpet and more. Oh, yes. You can look up Ms. Mina Media. You can look up the Afternoon Rendezvous. We got so much on there. But yes, we just help brands to elevate. We do so many different things. We can advertise your events. We can advertise your business. We can help you as an artist to get exposure through magazine, radio plays, and more. So my business is like a hub. It's an umbrella. We also have print services where if you want to do branding, if you need to do a whole branding kit, you want to get merchandise, you want to do backdrops, anything of that sort. If you even want to be on billboards or get your car wrapped, you can call us and we will provide. That's the biggest thing. Yes, we are there for visibility.
All right. That's what we got to talk about, being there for visibility. And she is also, hold on, I don't want her to get out of this either. She is also my street manager for the upcoming event. So I am also her client. Guys, yes. I am a firm believer in when you find great people and great energy, you work together for growth. I don't know about this competition thing that I hear about, but there's no competition. We are all in it to win it. And if you are in it to win it, you can win together. There's only one way to win together.
That's right.
Any other way that you're deciding or thinking about winning, it is not even a possibility. So you gotta work together. And I want to let Trey go ahead and talk a little bit more about the mastermind, but my lovely wife checked in. She said, hello there, season 2 CEO.
Hey, Miss Marie.
Yeah, she checked in with you guys. We have Trosh saying hello, ladies. He is in the building. If you guys are not already locked in with Trosh, hey, right now me and Trosh are trying to get a collab going. So we're gonna have that conversation. So y'all be on the lookout for that collaboration. It is coming soon. Then we have Letitia. She says, hey. And then she says, hey, to Trosh as well, guys. We got to get locked in with these amazing people. And I don't talk to people unless they're amazing. So right. If I'm talking to all y'all amazing. Everybody is amazing in their own way. And we got to make sure we bring that to life. So Trey, while we got you and the Christmas internet not getting you, tell us a little bit more about your business. Okay, which one?
Well, like I was saying, I do spray paint art. I mostly do planets. I use my art is like pressure. It's really just that. I do what I feel and I put it out there.
Okay. I mean, I heard the word pressure. That's today's show. Our show is all about pressure and how this pressure turns you into, is going to turn pressure into progress. But that's all right. That's all right. We're going to make that happen. So
Pressure into progress.
Always. It's the only way to go. We can't, I mean, we got to let that pressure turn us into diamond. I mean, the coal was just a piece of rock until the pressure was added.
Definitely.
Grape is just a grape. It becomes wine when you add pressure to it. So we have to think of those things and think of the positive that comes out of these situations. Now, here we go, guys. Y'all ready? We're going to dive into some questions.
Uh-oh.
All right. We're going to start with Miss Mina because she said, we're going to start with Miss Mina. So the question is, you are in the CEO Mastermind.
Yes.
And that CEO Mastermind, I want you to explain from your point of view, what is the CEO Mastermind and what has it done for you?
Oh, wow. Great question, Rachel. So the CEO Mastermind is a 10-week program that I'm currently in. And basically what you did is the best way I can say it is Rachel looked at everything I had going on from head to toe and found all the gaps with where I wouldn't even say of needing improvement, but where I could be guided and where things could be turned around to make my business better. And what she did was she put together a 10-week plan for me to help me by the end of this to be getting paid for my services. So the 10-week plan, the program has been amazing. Every week we meet. Well, I talk to Rachel all the time. So we meet all the time, but the show is filmed once a week. We come on, we are going through basically we're basically walking through the steps of building our business together as a team. And what's so crazy to me is that each one of us have different businesses, but somehow Rachel has created a plan for all of us that works so well individually. We're going through it together. So we've built a bond. We're a family. Like I love all of them over there. I think I've seen Trey in person. Have I? Well, was he at the book launch? But
yeah, he was there.
I love D. I love Shayna. We support each other, so Rachel is just like the best coach ever. And like she said, she's also my client. So, it was like she's helping me to get my finances together, basically. And where I was lacking before, she like makes you see where you're lazy and where you need to step it up for your business to grow. And so I encourage everybody to get involved with this 10-week program, because if you already have, like I had a vision, I had a plan, most of us already did, but it's something that's missing that really is keeping you like at a plateau where you aren't elevating. It may be something that you're doing. It may be just the way your logo looks. You know what I mean? It could be the way you present to people and talk to them. It's so many different things that could be holding you back from making money and from people actually wanting to work with you. And Rachel figures that out and she helps you build. And I definitely see the results, and I'm building my business. I'm making money. You know what I mean? So in 2026, I already know it's going to be even better. She helped my team. So the Miss Mina Media team is on the rise, man. Like it's nothing more to say. I'm actually going to do season 3. So I'm on the next season again, because I feel like I kind of lacked in a couple of spots. You know what I mean? I still had distractions. I still was a little lazy, but now I am a little bit more focused and ready, and just seeing everything that's happened. I'm on my way to success. Billionaire mindset, forget millionaire.
Oh, okay. There it is. Speak that into existence. We all want that be in our first name that way only. Yes. So
yes.
All right. I appreciate, first off, I want to say that I'm always humbled that you guys said yes and allowed me to trust me to even have the conversations about your business.
Yes.
I just think that every business has its own uniqueness, but I mean, with a couple of conversations and some actual movement, our businesses can grow.
Yes.
And the biggest thing is what I really just noticed is that we just need to grow. And I think before we got on air, Shayna was speaking a little bit about that, but those are the things that make us better business people by being a better version of us, to us.
That's right.
When you're taking care of you in certain ways, your business flourishes because of it. Because we think that Hey, I got to tell y'all a little truth on Mina.
On this book right here, chapter 1. Okay.
The very first chapter dives into it. But I'll use Mina for instance. Mina is doing like 20 things. When she started honing all and putting all that stuff together, she was able to focus better. Mm-hmm. But that goes to when you really are not understanding that you doing the 10 things stops you from doing the best thing that you can do well. So I'm a big proponent of that focus. So we're going to bring up next, Shayna. All right. You are in the 10-week mastermind. You inside of it. Yes. We can't say what week on because the weeks are still on. If y'all want to see what week we're on and what's going on, go to BHC Media. Download the app. Go ahead and get locked in. I guarantee you are going to see some awesome shows, some awesome information. And as well, get your copy of that book so you can go along with us. I guarantee you the book is not a read. It is a action plan. It's not a read at all. So Shayna, you are in the 10-week mastermind. If you can let us know what made you say yes to the 10 weeks and how has it been for you?
All right. Definitely a great question. Ms. Mina summed up a lot of what I would have said. But for me, what I love most about the CEO Mastermind class is that you dug into my history and what I was already doing, and you helped me put structure to it. A lot of people will give you a business plan based off what their experience is and what worked for that business, and that's great because it helps a lot of people. But I appreciate the fact that you look to see how you can turn what I was already doing into a gold mine. And so it has been great accountability. It's helped me stay focused, stay on track. Like Ms. Mina said, like I've been doing interior design since 2017. And, I have clients here and there, but it wasn't consistent. And so I feel like with the plan that you created for me, it helps me to, one, stay accountable, like the meeting every week with you via one-on-one or even in the CEO Mastermind podcast. Like you said, it's an action plan. And so even though I may not be right at the right week that we are supposed to be on this week, it's like I always have something to refer back to so I don't get lost, as opposed to, having to start over or reinvent the wheel every time I get a new client. So I really appreciate that. The accountability is amazing. I'm hoping I'm gonna be on season 3 too, because I don't want to lose the momentum right now. I'm building, I'm getting clients, I'm getting exposure, and it's just a great feeling. It helps me stay motivated. And so if y'all have not checked out Rachel CEO Mastermind, if you have not read the book Poverty of Six Figures, it definitely is an action plan. If nothing else, it's accountability and it's motivation. So I love it. I love it. I love it.
I appreciate, I appreciate, and then I'm kind of like, now, sure, Trey gets the shyness from me, guys. So it took a long time for me to get to the point where I spoke like I speak and on stages. He remembers when I was practicing in the mirror and he was the sounding board with the camera. I was like, hold the camera. I got to do this. I would do something 10 times, make sure it was right. So at the end of the day, that's me getting out my own comfort zone. Me getting on the radio was me getting out of my own way. So what I talk about in the mastermind, those are things I actually do in my real life. Mm-hmm. So the things that are in hashtag Poverty of Six Figures are the things that I had to get out of my own way so I could be able to ascend and start acquiring more money. And it wasn't just about the money. It was acquiring the confidence to be able to step into me. And that's what I put inside that book. The way for you guys to get the confidence to step into who you already are.
Yeah.
So Trey, you up next. So you in the 10 weeks mastermind.
Yep.
And your business was at a hobby point. So how are you feeling at this point in the 10-week mastermind? And guys, just because that's my son, I want to say this. I'm a proud parent here because my son does not want to leave his house. And he sure does not want to talk to a bunch of people. Mm-hmm. So for him to even be here was definitely a feat. And I didn't force him to sign up. He signed up all by himself. Mm-hmm. I didn't even make him come on the show. He did if anyone knows my son, you cannot get him to do nothing he does not want to do.
What's his sign?
Virgo.
Oh man, okay. my mother and grandmother Virgo.
His grandmother, both his grandparents are Virgos, so he's a true Virgo with
That's
that.
why I love Trey.
She threw that in there. You saw how quick she got that in there on your track.
Yes.
So you're in a 10-week mastermind. You've been going through the process. What are your thoughts?
It's actually helped me a lot. At first, it was stressful because it was a lot coming at me at once. But once I actually sat down, actually talked to you about my plan, because at first it was a bit too much. But then, like, once we talked about it and then revised it a little bit, it pretty much went smoothly. Again, like Amina said, there were some weeks I was lazy. There was definitely some weeks I was lazy, but I was still trying to get what I need to do done. And now looking at it, I can actually see my business actually making money now. Because at first I was very not confident in my product at all. So that really helped.
So I do have a follow-up question. I'm going to ask you just a follow-up question because you're on the line. Has being in the 10 weeks, how has it helped you? The mastermind piece, not more so than just the program, but the fact that there are other individuals around you.
Honestly, accountability, because I didn't want to be like the only person coming in like, hey, well, I didn't do anything this week because I didn't feel like it. So having other people there to be like, hey, I'm doing this, and then I can be like, oh, okay, it's not just me, and it's not just me doing it by myself. So yeah, having them there with me actually helped me like, okay, I have to do something this week. I don't want to be the only one there just like, well, tough luck.
I agree with that.
So
Amina's over here saying she agrees with that.
Too. Because even when people win our challenges during the week, I think after I lost like 2 or 3 challenges in a row, I was like, oh
man,
no,
I want to win one of these. I definitely want to win one of these next time.
challenge.
Hold on, what'd you say, Trey?
I said I definitely want to win one of these next time. That's what you're saying. Like, yeah.
You gotta win, Trey. Come on, that's what made me work so hard one week. I was like, that Rachel don't see me. It's the accountability. So I feel him when he says that.
No, I appreciate that. So Trey, we had someone who said, Letitia, she said, hey, son. So she's and so I want to say that I in all honesty, I was very, and then your mom says, congratulations, CEO Trey.
Thank you, Ma.
So I would say I was definitely, I was proud of the fact that you showed up every week. And the couple of weeks you did show, we're going to talk about that, guys, in a few minutes. We're going to talk about, we're not going to let nothing slide today. We're going to talk about that a little bit. But the weeks that you didn't show up, when I talked to you, you were like, man, I still did some art this week. Mm-hmm. I still did something this week. So that was it's sometimes. Now, this is something I've told him forever. Integrity is what you do when what, Trey?
No one's watching.
So that I've been teaching it. I've told him that since a kid, because it doesn't matter who sees you. It's not about who else sees you. Integrity is in you. It has nothing to do with anyone else. So I appreciated that his integrity level still kept him in the game when that stuff wasn't happening. So Letitia says, what if you're confident in something that you shouldn't be confident in? I'm not sure about my vision, but I'm sure it's complicated. I'm gonna say that's a really good question.
Yeah, that is.
And sometimes I was saying, if you're confident in something that you shouldn't be, that would mean that it's something that you're not proud of. If there are some things that you feel that outside of you might feel that it's something that you shouldn't be proud of, but if it makes you feel good about you, that is what is the most important thing. It's not about anybody and what the world thinks is something that you should be proud of. So you have to be proud of you because of things that make you happy. And if you're confident in your ability to shine shoes, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. There's a guy who's a multimillionaire who was shining shoes in airports. Mm-hmm. He started the thing where everybody had a shoe. He was the original pioneer who started branching out in airports, having a shoe shine shop. Mm-hmm. He became a millionaire off of shining shoes. So it doesn't matter what your business is. If you take pride in it and do it well, that is all that matters.
Yeah, Rachel, I would want to know why wouldn't you be, why shouldn't you be confident in it? I would love to know why she feels that it's something that she would be confident in, but she shouldn't be. If that makes sense.
It may not be something positive. It's a lot of stuff that people have going on, and the choices that you make in life is not always something that everybody would agree with. And that's why I said it was a good question, because sometimes we do make choices in life that is not, or we have things that we think about that's not 100% what everybody else is believing in. How do you follow that? And like she said, you can't worry about what other people really think. You got to follow your own thing. So I kind of understand, but I think we kind of don't know exactly what she's saying. But I know that it is some things that maybe you can't speak on in life, and you can't tell everybody and expose it and speak about it, but it don't make it wrong, but it doesn't make it that everybody's going to agree with it.
Right, because that's very good clarity, because I'm like, that could probably be your gift. Like, that's why it was given to you, for you to speak on, to put it out there, because I feel like sometimes the things that we don't feel confident about, or that we're skeptical about putting out there, that's probably what you're supposed to be, I'm spiritual girl. I'm like, that might be your ministry. That might be what you're supposed to be putting out there. And that's why you're scared to do it, or afraid, or feel like you shouldn't be doing it. So don't second guess it, pray about it, and put it out there if you're supposed to.
And that's so good how different things can mean so many different things for different people.
Absolutely.
That was so many different aspects of the same thing that we both saw, Shayna, so that's
the power of a mastermind.
Yeah.
That's the power of a mastermind, because that's how the mastermind goes. Like Trey, the very first week, he was really, really shy. He really was down on himself. It took Shayna said something, Amina said something, Sabrina said something, D said something, Bruce said something, BG said something. All of those people saying something made it where Trey was like, I guess I can go ahead and talk. So, from that point on, he started talking more. But that's the encouragement of other people around you who are moving in a direction of positivity. When you have a circle, hey, guys, y'all know I'm a firm believer in being candid. I'm candid on Wake Up CEO. Why am I candid on Wake Up CEO? Because I want you guys to understand that at times, the negative environments that we are in are feeding that same information to us negatively, and being in those same circles. Like, I'm going to be honest. A friend of mine was at work, and his boss said something to him that he felt was out the way. He had the conversation with 4 of his friends. His friends were like, well, you should go up there and knock that dude out. He should have talked to you that way. So he calls me, and he's like, so my nickname is Legend, guys. So he says, Legend, this is what he said. I said, okay. I said, did you ask him a little more questions about why he felt your work was not, it was not up to standards? He said, no, I didn't ask him any questions. I said, so did he say it in a malicious way, or is he trying to help you grow? So from that conversation, now there was 4 people having a conversation about, let's go beat this dude up. My conversation is always looking for the good in the situation. Now, the guy might have meant to be malicious. However, because he didn't ask a question, he's taking this totally out of context. He asks his boss 3 days later, because he doesn't go to work for 2 days. He was so mad that he couldn't go to work. So he calls off for 2 days. He goes in the 3rd day. The guy was trying to help him get promoted. Mm-hmm. His boss was just in a hurry. Now, I'm not saying his boss was right. His boss might have took a little more time, but he was in a hurry and was just telling him, hey, this is not up to par. This is not up to standard. You got to fix it. Mm-hmm. And then he went about his way. Now, that's not saying he's a good leader for that, but the whole point is that he was trying to help him be successful. So he was at home stewing for 2 days, burnt 2 vacation days because he was mad, as opposed to asking a question. But the positive conversation we had made him know to ask one. Yeah. Now, I should say, I'm not
watch who you're talking to too for that advice. Everybody ain't giving you the best advice.
Yeah, and I think this week I put it out there. I used Will Smith's quote about poison, and it was so relevant to what I'm talking about. So I put that in the beginning of before I spoke, because it was important to me that I was like, because I heard this, I was like, He's right. You be getting venom in you all the time from people that you're talking about. Hey, we done got off track a little bit, but let's get back to hearing about Stuckies, guys. So D Woods, tell us more about, you was in the CEO Mastermind. You've been here. You've been working with these great people who boom, throw feedback as soon as they see somebody feel that they might have a different point of view, but trying to help them through it. What do you think about the 10-week mastermind?
I think it came, the 10-week mastermind came into my life exactly when I needed it to. I had I still have a lot of businesses that I want to create. However, starting with Stuckies is going to give me that foundation. It's going to give me that, exactly what I need. I'm going to take what I did here, what Rachel helped me build, and continuously go in the other areas that I want to see more in. And I just love it. What I really love about it is that Rachel is here for you. You know what I mean? For you. Like, so if you call or set up a meeting with her, like, she discusses, even more than just business, even because I'm going through something with my grandmother. She'll give me advice on that. So I really like how it's well-rounded. It's well-rounded. She hits on a lot of different topics that just doesn't relate to business. It could be something with self that you're dealing with. Because again, what Shayna said is from within, is from the inside first. So how can you create this beautiful business that you want, but your insides is all messed up? So I love that aspect of CEO Mastermind. Like, tap into me, because I know I'm not all the way where I need to be. So yeah, tap into me, tell me about myself. And I love that about Rachel, and I love that about the CEO Mastermind, and about my classmates. I love y'all motivate me. And it's the tap on Trey, where he was saying, like, every week somebody's doing something, so you want to keep up. So I totally agree with that as well. And I just love you guys just keeping me motivated and inspired to keep going through life, because even within these first weeks we've been here, so many things has hit me, but you guys keep me going, because life has to keep going, despite the issues and problems that may come. So
we love you too, girl.
That, yeah, I'll tell you what I appreciate most about it is that everybody working together. I don't know that. I tell everyone, last week I had the pleasure to shout out Danny Marie. She was on Dope Living TV, so I was able to come on Dope Living TV and tell her that I appreciated the fact that she gave me feedback from my 7-day challenge, and that's what sparked me to take it from a 7-day challenge to a mastermind where individuals are always working together. So, so I really appreciated that, guys. I'm one of these people. And I hope that each of you guys you have to be open. You have to be open for growth and open for change. And this is where the pressure comes in at. We're going to talk about some pressure stuff. Y'all ready? Okay, we're gonna start with Mina, because she's right here. I got us, guys.
Here we go.
Okay, pressure-wise. So you had your 10-week plan. Yes. Of those 10-week plan, how many of those weeks have you gotten done? And this is without telling them what week we actually in. How many weeks of the 10-week plan did you get done?
I would have to say probably about a good 4 or 5 weeks. Yeah, I would say, like Trey said, maybe 1 or 2 weeks, maybe, or I don't want to get the numbers away, but I've been pretty consistent. But it is some things that I do want to go back on my plan on and still pick up, because it's not just one thing that may be in there. Like even with my first week, it's a few things I can go back on. I made the list and got rid of some stuff that wasn't bringing me no good, you know what I mean? But there's still other stuff. So I think every week I did a little bit of something. I didn't not do nothing any week.
Okay.
I mean, I did not do nothing no week. That is for real. Like, it wasn't a week that I didn't work on my business. So it's just maybe I could go back, and I do want to tweak a couple of things in the weeks, but I say a good 4 or 5.
All right. You said 4 or 5. Mm-hmm. All right. We gonna go D.
I'm going to say I'll give it a good 4. And it's not to make an excuse or anything. I had a finger infection, abscess on my gums, my nana going through stuff. Y'all, my fingernail is coming off. I'm like, it's healed, but the fingernail is still coming off. I would show, but that's TMI. So
thank you, because I've already seen a picture. Thank you very much for that.
And now my actual whole fingernail is actually growing off. So I'm just like, oh my goodness. So, but again, you guys keep me motivated. So I'm gonna say a good 4 weeks. I'll give it a solid 4 that I stay consistent and on it. But I always try to tackle something within the day, even if it's nothing with the social media. I'm doing something behind the scenes that's gonna make my come out breakout season the ish. You know what I mean?
All right. We'll give you that. So Trey,
I'd say about 4 or 5 too, because like they've been saying, like there's not been a week I haven't done something for my business, or at least trying to start it up. And like Amina was saying, there's some things in there that like didn't resonate with what I was trying to do, but I still did something in that week. And yeah, like it's not much I haven't been doing for, throughout my weeks, but I'm gonna say in total about 5 or 6. I mean, 4 or 5.
okay, Shayna.
The census is in. I'm gonna say about 4 solid weeks. 4 solid weeks consistently. And it's so funny that everybody's on that same page, and probably for different reasons why we all stopped at around 4 or 5. I feel like for me, that's when each week gets harder and harder. Each week requires more from you. And so by the fourth week, it's like, like the imposter syndrome started setting in. It's like, okay, I know I can do this, but now I'm second guessing myself and trying to keep the momentum up of, at least doing something that you put on the plan, like posting or whatever every week, trying to make sure I stay intentional about that. But each week requires a little extra push. And I think I started cowering back around week 4 because it required me to not just, hide behind social media. Now she's like, oh, you got to go outside and you got to go to the schools. And I'm like, whoa, Rachel, like slow down, and I think I just started cowering back, but I keep the plan, where I can see it because I do want to work up to still being able to do it. It just might not be at week 6 like you had it laid out to do, but I'm like, I want to make sure that I stay in the momentum of it.
All right, that's fair. You guys all told the truth. All told the truth. Told your truth. That's good because integrity, everything, guys. If you're not gonna tell the truth to you, that's gonna be a problem. You got to be honest with you. That's the main person you got to be honest with. So now this is the question. In your business, Shayna, we're gonna start with you. What has been the biggest challenge? And what we're gonna talk about your business specifically in you creating Little Dreamers Dream Rooms. What Little Dreamer Dream Room kicked your bottom, and why?
This basement that I just did because we did it in a week. We started last Monday, and it is her kids' Christmas gift. And we transformed the entire basement. I'm talking about from the floors to the paint on the wall. And I had to tell, I think I told you, I'm like, I love to do accent walls, but a lot of the homes or clients that they want the full room paint. I'm like, I don't have the capacity to paint your full room. So, that was the biggest challenge. Okay, finding somebody, especially because we were doing it, on a Christmas budget, it was like a promotion. So finding somebody who can help paint a room in the time frame by Christmas, and actually get the work done. So that was my first challenge. And then I feel like for me, like I have these elaborate ideas. Like when I see a space, I'm like, oh, we got to do this and we got to do this. And then it's like when I'm in there, the reality hit me like, you the one that got to execute. You got to be the one there doing the floor, the work. You got to, I'm like, oh, I told the client, I'm like, we got to put some carpet towels down. They're really simple. And then it's like, oh, I got to put the carpet down. And, we should do 3D wall panels. And like, oh, I got to do it. So it's like, it really challenged me. I think that the topic today, pressure, is really good. And on top of that, like with perseverance, because it was like, even in that project, like knowing that these were, this one, she had the idea, she kind of gave it to me to execute. It's like I had to push past it because one, I can't go back. Like it's one of those things like we out here now. We decided we was gonna do this. This is our time frame and we gotta execute. And you can't let the kids down. The kids know something is happening while we're in the basement. They just don't know what is happening. And so it's one of those things like you can't give up in the middle of the hard. You have to push through. And I think that was like the big revelation for me, pushing through the hard, the pressure, because I was like, I don't think I want to finish this. This is a lot. I'm stressed out. I worked 14 hours on the day before yesterday. from 10:30 to almost 9:30 at night. What that probably in 14 hours, but it was a long day, making sure that we met the timeline, that everything looked good, was neat in place. And I was just like, Lord, like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. But I knew it was, because at the end of it, I felt so fulfilled. Like, and it turned out beautiful. And we was just sitting back like, dang, like this is really good. And I think I'm really, that imposter syndrome is definitely creeping back up as I began to execute more. And but it's like at the end of the day, like I feel fulfilled. It feels worth it. So I just have to keep encouraging myself. Like I put on, I told her the other day, I said, if you're going to be down here with me, that's fine. But I'm about to listen to the same song over and over. And it was a worship song, because I needed to stay in that peaceful mode so I can just get lost in the design and finish the project. So it was rough, but I'm like, I'm ready for the next one though.
So speaking of Danny Marie, she just dropped in the chat. Pressure makes diamonds, and that's what we talk about. How to turn pressure into progress. So that pressure, you made it into progress, and now you're looking at the finished product, and you're like, this is what it's all for. And I'm gonna tell you, I always equate it to this. Trey, close your ears for this. It's like giving birth to a baby or having a baby, that all of the pain and pressure the mother goes through, at the end, she's like, oh, look at my baby.
Literally. That's a great analogy, because that's exactly
about the pain and pressures that went on previous to that.
Absolutely. Great analogy. I love it. And even with Danny Marie saying pressure makes diamonds, what I learned is, like, not only does the pressure make the diamond, the project completion, but it's making a diamond out of me. It's teaching me to be consistent, to persevere, to keep pushing through. So it definitely goes both ways. It's great for the client, but it's building me as well.
That's, and that's what it's about. So, all right, Trey, you up. Let's talk about that pressure.
Definitely at first was my confidence in my art. Definitely. Because like you said, it was just a hobby at first. And I was like, I don't think this is any good. And that really, like, because like little pieces that people saw that they liked, they were like, oh, I like this. And then, like, at first I put pressure on myself to try and recreate it, but recreating something is not the same as making it from my heart or anything like that. So I think that was my biggest pressure, was just like making art that I liked and that I think other people might like as well.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you what I liked out of that whole statement is that start with something that you liked. Because then it takes the pressure off. Because I'm gonna tell you guys, we spend a lot of time around here trying to do what other people want us to do. We spend a lot of time around here doing that. And when you really do what you love doing, that's why I only talk to people about turning their gifts into profit. I don't talk about just things that we feel like we might want to do this. If it's not a gift you got, I don't even talk about it. It doesn't even make sense for us to even go down that path, because when things are challenging, like when Shayna was in there, like, I got to put this tile down. I got to paint this accent wall. If she was not in her gift, that project would have been right there. Now, a client would have paid money that Shayna didn't already spent. Because she spent on materials, the way she spent it on, client's project's not finished. Amazing. Now there's a bad experience. Now, even if Shayna gets her confidence back, that client is going to have her blast her everywhere. Mm-hmm. You know that she didn't even finish my project. It's going to be on every social media platform. It's going to be on everybody who they know in the community. But because it was her gift, those 12 hours, she go home. Oh, it's going to look so nice. Because she had to bring herself back to, it's gonna look so good when I'm done. But the only way you've seen the end is because it's your gift. Yeah. How many times do people quit jobs because they don't want to hear the boss say nothing to them?
No, all the time. All the time.
Yeah. So if you don't quit a job and how about this? I had jobs that I disliked the person who ran the company. Disliked the person who was talking to me every day, but I loved what I was doing. I loved putting pieces together, making something new. I was spending most of the processes I created for companies, I would spend 12 to 15 hours just creating those processes a day for months, looking at every department, looking at what was going on. The boss, I have to say, I disliked him highly. I don't hate people. I disliked him highly. However, how about my wife disliked him and I only met him once. So we all disliked him. However, I never came there for him. I wanted the group, once I was done with that project, to see it. And once I finished it, I saved all of them so much time. That was my reward. So that's where when Shayna was telling me the story, I really could relate to it, because I remember I was sitting like, if he say one more word. That's how I was sitting in my desk. Like, if he just go somewhere else and do something else with his time, he wasted time even talking to me about this. Mm-hmm. And because the project didn't hit his bottom line at that point in time, he wanted me to stop doing the project. But once it was making the company millions of dollars, because he couldn't see the vision. And it goes to why I was talking about it, because no one can see Trey's vision but Trey. Because everyone is going to interpret your vision differently, but the vision is yours.
That's right.
Because I saw the vision of what my process could do. He could not. He just saw the time I was spending. So think about this. I spent probably like 4 months on the project for 40 hours a week. So that's 160 hours. I think I was making like $28, $30 at the time. So we're talking about 15 grand worth of man hours. And I made the company millions. Mm-hmm. And I mean millions. Like they made like $15, $16 million just off of that process I created. So but that goes to, some people are not going to see your vision, and it's okay. You stay moving forward on that vision.
That's right.
So Amina, come on with that pressure. What pressure have you had in this 10 weeks that made you say, man, I want to leave this mess alone? And something that pulled you back in?
I don't know. I think I was looking at the question differently before because I had a different answer. I don't know. I think it was just the accountability. It's not that you're asking for a lot. It's just that when you are supposedly so busy with stuff, it's a lot to have to keep up with, but then you start realizing that if you actually keep up with it, the work will become easier. You know what I mean? And the job becomes easier. So that probably would have to be the biggest pressure that I would say. And then just as far as working with clients, it's hard sometimes to get the clients to pay. You know what I mean? So I think that was one of my hardest things, was getting paid clients, because a lot of the work that I do, a lot of people want me to do it for free. So one of the things that I worked on while we were doing the plan was showing the value of paying and showing the value of what you get if you do invest and do spend some money. So that is getting a little bit easier because, like I say, now there's more clients calling. Also have to change the circle of people that you work with. You can't be around people who aren't trying to spend money or who claim to be broke and stuff like that. You got to get around them circles of people who need your services and who got money, you know what I mean? And money saved, they working for something, but also that going to find value in what you do and the value in you bringing what you bring to them. So I think that was probably one of the biggest things. And I'm to the point where now I kind of got it. So, but I don't got it. I got it, but I ain't got it. You know what I mean? Because like I say, I think one more round of CEO, I'm going to have it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm getting there. The pressure is on though.
Hey, but I heard some diamond moments out of that. Did y'all hear some diamond moments out of that? I heard some diamond moments out of there because you said you got it, but then you were like, I don't have it all the way, but you you're closer now than you were.
Oh, yes, most definitely. And I've learned a lot and I've changed a lot of stuff. And especially even my consultations, even how I meet with people. I don't even say the same stuff anymore because a lot of stuff I was saying before was wasting time. I don't need to know this, that, and the other. All I need to know is what I can do for you or what we need to do right now. A lot of stuff, like explaining and doing all this stuff. Like I done cut a lot of the older stuff out. I've even changed my approach to a lot of things. So I'm learning. I learned a lot and I'm following it.
Okay. Make it happen. That's what it sounds like to me. All right, D. Tell us about your challenge and how you got through that challenge.
Well, it was the labels for me. Them labels almost took me out. I thought I was doing something with the transparency paper. I got the printer, I printed it out. Baby, put that darn see-through on a clear bottle. You couldn't see anything. I had a event to go to where I was gonna sell my juices there. So it took me out for a minute. I had to stop, breathe, pause. And then I got back to it. And I just got back to it. So,
and how did that event turn out?
The event turned out great. Everybody loved the juices. Oh, and also when I switched the paper, so I switched from the transparency paper and I just got the white solid white background, and I'm a real good cutter, so I can cut real good. And I put the labels on a bottle, and oh my goodness, like people really, really love the presentation. They love the juices. I got so much great feedback. So I was just grateful that I just kept ChatGPT to figure out a way. And that I stopped, paused, took a break for a moment, and got right back to it. So that was one of the hard things, because it's like, I hate that saying, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans, but that is so true, because you will have a set way you're about to do something or how it's gonna go, and no, it doesn't happen that way, and that really kind of throws a wrench in the game for me. However, I feel as though it makes me stronger. It makes me a greater problem solver, because it's like, okay, now I have this issue. How am I gonna fix it? Because you can't be a quitter and just say, okay, it's not done. It didn't work that way. Why? And not do it. You have to follow through no matter what, by any means necessary. So
All right. That Malcolm X quote for me, by any means
by any
necessary.
means necessary.
I love that quote. We had Maurice Mo B check in. He said, "Hey there, CEOs," and he was like, "He see y'all." Thank you, Mo, for checking in with us today. We appreciate you. All right, guys. So now that we talked about the pressure, y'all went through the pressure, you went through the steps. Now, tell me some of these success stories. Shayna told us a success story, so I need to hear some of these success stories. What people say about you at that event, D? To drop some of that information out there. What did they say about your and tell us about what your product line, if you don't mind. Tell us a little bit about your product line and what your customers are saying about that product line.
Well, my product line are adult treats, even though we can do them unadult as well, because I love to bake, and I love being in the kitchen. I just love it, and I feel like that's why my products are so good, because I really take the time out to use the not top of the line, but really good ingredients in my products, and also how to infuse is also a gift, because I guess I'm a chemist, so to speak.
Oh yeah.
So I infuse all of my desserts, treats, and things of that nature myself. I take it from a flour to I make it into butter. I make it into tincture. I make it into oil. And also, Rachel, gave me the idea to take my comedy, because I do sit down comedy, mix those things together. And it's just like a light bulb had popped in my head, like, oh my God, you're right. Like, when people eat edibles, they get laugh and giggly anyway. So, why not combine those two? So it was just the perfect business plan. That is the perfect business plan. And what people were saying about the juices at the event, they really loved them. They were really blown away. They were laughing at the name, because on the label it has I had walking this ghetto watermelon, and then I had the slogan, you will feel something, it just won't be your legs. And that really had everybody dying laughing. Like, I saw them pulling
That was good.
I saw them pulling the juices out the bag and looking like, what, this is weed juice. Like, it was just really nice, and it just made me feel so good. And I had my crunch line of Rice Krispies. I cut the logo out, placed it on the package, and it was so well put together. And I was just really, really proud of myself. I was actually so proud of myself that I forgot to get footage. Um and pictures of me actually making and packaging. I do have videos from the consumers that drunk the juice and gave their feedback. I do have those videos, but I didn't get the actual process of me doing it, which kind of upset me a little bit. However, I accomplished a goal.
Yeah, small steps. Small roles, small roles. Small roles, small roles. We got to move a little bit, then a little bit more till we are rolling across the floor, man.
Yeah,
we made that happen. All right. I mean, first, the joke with it. When I first let me tell y'all a little bit about how I came up with that. If you're okay with that.
Oh, sure.
Okay. I came up with it because Dee and I, when I first met her and I, she was telling me a little bit about some things that she had. And then I was like, okay. So later on, someone had told me that Dee Woods wanted to work with me. I can't tell you who, because they told me not to. So I can't tell you who. So I was like, okay, I got another mastermind coming up. Let me see if she's ready to put forth effort, because it's work. It's not. I got to tell people honestly, there is an action plan. This is not a done for you thing. This is a done with you thing. I'm a firm believer in that. I mean, I am here to support. I am here to encourage. I'm here to inspire. But I'm here to see you working. Yes. Working your gift and turning your gift into profit. So from there, and then I was like, okay. And then I saw one of her comedy shows, and I said, she is super funny for real. Okay. I said, all right. And then I thought about, it makes you laugh. Okay. I thought about people giggling when they get high and they be rolling around. And I said, oh yeah, I said, she gonna kill this. And when I proposed to her, she's like, you could just see the moment where it was like, why didn't I think about that?
That's exactly how I felt, Rachel. Like, why didn't I think, like, but it doesn't matter. God does everything for a reason. And I came back with the name so quick. I actually had a name, Rachel, if you could believe me, because when I started talking to my husband about it, because he's my brain, I could give him any thought, anything. He's just like you, Rachel. He's a mini Rachel. I'm telling you, he's great at marketing. And anyway, when I gave the thought to him, and we start shooting out names and stuff, he said juiced up jokes. And we had it like an hour after our meeting. We had the name ready. Like, I was just like, this is God. Like, this was God. Like, all just mixed up in it. And just thank you, Rachel. Thank you.
No, I mean, you're welcome. I appreciate you putting in the work, and I can't wait till we see these in stores and stuff. And then we were having a conversation in our one-on-one about the new law that was passed and about that new law and how it assists. And then I was looking at research about your husband, because he reached out to me, telling him I did not forget. I will get back to him before the end of the week. But I just saw it today.
I've been on him, Rachel. I've been on him. I said, listen, don't miss your beat, baby. You need to read. Don't miss your beat till she be too expensive. Look, she be too expensive. You can't even get it now. You better get in where you fit in, okay?
So I tell him I will reach back out to him, and I appreciate him reach out to me when I was looking at him, looking at things about him, and he was saying that he actually went to school for this. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking that there's so many people that could gain from the knowledge of understanding that marijuana is not just a recreational drug. Yes. And that THC actually has medicinal components that assist and can help individuals in other ways. And then when you did your commercial, and you put in your commercial about with those what did you say, something pains, aging pains or something?
Yeah.
And then I started laughing in my head. I said, I got pains all the time, and right now with Trey, there's certain things in my house I cannot do until Trey comes over. It just the stuff is like too high, and I'm like, man, me stepping on this ladder 10 times is not gonna happen for me. It's just not happening. And then I don't even do it till he comes out. So when he comes over, I have him do it. I mean, and he don't come over he doesn't come over for like months. He be like 6 to 8 months, and I have a list of stuff that I got 6 things on the list. When he comes over, I only give him one because he is the type of person you give him 6 things and you ain't gonna get none of them done. So yeah, I get. He like I came to visit my mother's, my parents. I did not come here to work. That's how he feel when he come there. I did
Shout
not
out
come
to
here
the
to work.
Virgos, because I'm a Virgo too, Trey. Shout out to the Virgos. So I get it. I get it too.
So Trey, tell us a little bit about the people who have said some things about your art and how and what do you think about what they were saying?
A lot of people, like almost everybody that's seen my art was like, oh, it's nice, and they liked it, but at first I didn't believe them.
That's just some art. I heard somebody wants to put a piece on something. What was that?
Dr. Stevens, she was talking about how she wants my art probably for a book cover. And at first it was just so surreal. It was like, really? My art? I didn't believe it at first, but it's settling. It's settled in. Like, my art's actually good.
Hold on, everybody. We're gonna have to clap that up. And I'm not clapping it up because it's good art. I'm clapping it up because you said it was good art. This is the first time I've heard you say it in all the time that we've been meeting. I have not heard you say one time that you have been on the show. You heard him say that? I never heard him say that.
No, not that.
So, but it's good that you recognize that your art is good, and it's good to hear that other people are recognizing your art being good. So now we got to get more of it out there. Letting more people see it. He did good. The Christmas Eve internet saying that y'all getting close to the end. So now my last question, guys. Y'all ready? Last question of the day. Right now, you got people listening, people watching, people who are going to see this on a replay. So they're going to see this episode on a replay that's going to say, what about Miss Mina Media?
Okay, so
what you want them to see, what you want them to know, and where can they find you?
All right. Well, basically, what I want people to know is that Ms. Mina Media is a brand that is very personable. We are a team that not only does media coverage and helps you get brand exposure, but we actually care about your business. We want to make sure that you know that you have support and people behind you. If you have any upcoming events, if you have any announcements that you would like to make, then you want to give us a call. I mean, not just here in Illinois, not just Chicago, we are worldwide. I am the manager for the Worldwide Fleet DJs. So we have an umbrella of so many different things that we span from state to state. I want clients everywhere, and I want clients that are able to trust in the brand and know that they are working with people who are going to get exactly what you ask for. That's one thing that I see a lot, that people spend money and they never even can tell what they were supposed to be getting or anything of that sort. So I think communication, I think contracts, I think branding is so important that you just make sure that you know what you are doing. Make sure that you all reach out to us so we can help you to just change your brand. If you just need photo shoots, if you need print services, if you are an artist trying to get your music out there, if you are a business owner, like I say, anyone who has a brand, which is yourself, your business, and you want exposure, you're going to give us a call. My number, the company's number specifically, is area code 773-886-7756. Again, 773-886-7756. You can follow the Ms. Mina Media team on all social media. You can email us at msminamedia@gmail.com. And of course, big salute to my team. Definitely a bunch of amazing women, school graduates, educated, beautiful. My girl Mush Make 'em Laugh, Lady Red, the producer, and also E Money, which is Erica Avila. We do have an event coming up, and we're moving right into the new year. So I know that everybody's finishing out 2025. You may have had some different things going on. You may have had the best year of your life, but 2026 is right around the corner. So on January the 25th, you can join the Miss Mina Media team for our Vision and Vibration experience. It's basically a release, recharge, or reimagine type of event. It gives everyone a 3-stage guided journey for you to have fun. It's not your typical vision board party. You have the opportunity to not only release some anger and things that you have, because we have a rage room. This is where you're able to scream, you're able to break plates, you're able to write old habits and on objects and just get rid of them, smash them. I think that a lot of people you aren't able to let out all the pressures that we all have inside of us. I know sometimes I just want to slam something, I want to break something. So this is just a safe space for people to do that. We also will be doing restoring, which is like a guided breathing session where people will have the opportunity to just take a moment to refresh themselves, breathe, get some enlightening information. There's also a burning pot. You can write messages on this pot and drop it into the burning pot. Get rid of all of the negative stuff that's going on around you. I'm telling you, this type of stuff is needed. But we also will have all of the magazines, all of the tape, all of the scissors and stuff and boards for you also to write out your full vision and your plan. We're doing digital vision boards as well, so that it's something that you can look at every day. The whole point is for you to realign yourself, and we're here to help. We are media, so of course we're going to add in some little twerks, and we want you to do hands-on. So join us again January the 25th. It is right in Chicago, 2414 West 87th Street. We will have the flyer posted up probably this evening. I want everybody again to just get into the Miss Mina Media team. Let's start the year out right. The tickets are only $35. This includes all of your materials, and you get a light meal. So make sure that you join us January the 25th. You guys can again reach me at Miss Mina Media on all social media.
Hey, I got a plug on there. I didn't get an invite. My feelings is hurt. I didn't get no invite. The guys.
Okay.
But no, I mean, I would say this. I am a firm believer in the burning pot. I'm a firm believer in the rage room, because getting those things out and being like, this is in. I'm in 2020. I'm beginning 2026. We're leaving all 2025 bad habits behind. Right there in those burning pots. I've done it. I think I talked about it on the air about the things of me burning the past, because I'm not looking for anyone else to validate my feelings.
That's right. Yes.
So yes, I've done it, and it was liberating. I have to tell you, it was very, very liberating.
Yes, it is. So that dual event, like I say, is hands-on. It's very much to reach yourself, like self-awareness, self-alignment, and get yourselves prepared for an upcoming year. Let that rage out. Let everything out. A lot of healing. A lot of people are dealing with grief. I know in the holidays, grief is so high. Like I'm still dealing with grief of losing my mom, losing my husband. So again, just all of these different healing sessions, this rage, we all need it. So join us. I want to see everybody there. Rachel, you and Miss Marie, I want to see you guys out. My whole CEO team, you guys will see the invite. But yes, we gotta get ourselves aligned and focused for 2026.
All right. Love that. Love to hear that. And that's how you get shouted out with Miss Mina Media. That's how you get shouted out with Miss Mina Media, because she is gonna be, guys, y'all gonna see her everywhere. There's gonna be posters everywhere. She's gonna be posted everywhere. Her great team with Lady Red, the producer, Mush Make 'em Laugh, Erica, man, they gonna be everywhere. Everybody gonna be, y'all gonna see them everywhere. So just get locked in. And if your business needs a boost, the numbers below. Get locked in with her. Okay, Trey, tell us about what they can see coming next, what's going on with the business, and where can they find you?
I'm gonna be doing more art, more space art, but I'm trying to branch out into other types of spray paint arts. And I'm just trying to go slowly with that because I don't want to mess up, but I don't want to try and rush it. So that's gonna be coming next. And I post all my stuff on Instagram at Anubis the Don, and on Facebook at Trey Riot. I mean Trey Johnson. As you see here, Trey Johnson.
All right. So you are in the chat. Get locked in with his new art, and we're definitely going to be cheering you on. We're waiting to see those new pieces, that new genre of art. But please keep posting that current genre because it still looks amazing.
That's what I'm most comfortable with, and what I actually like doing the most. But I want to branch out because art is, you can express your way yourself in way different in many more ways than I've been doing with just space art. So I want to try and branch out with that, and I'm gonna do other things besides space art. So.
All right, we had we don't let the chat. We don't want to let the chat people believe we're not with you. We had Bonnie Chambers check in. She said, "Hey, Rachel O'Gary, thank you, Bonnie. I had the pleasure of meeting Bonnie on Friday. Awesome individual. I appreciate all of the well wishes, all of the good camaraderie, and the great conversation. Keep doing great things. Keep being the best version of you. Thanks for joining us today." She also said, "That's right." Then we had Letitia. She asked a question. She said, "I have a question, Rachel. What characteristics do you look for when you're choosing participants for your 10-week mastermind training sessions?" Great question. This is what I'm looking for. The characteristics. You have to be willing to put in the work. So the characteristics are that you must be ready to say yes to you. You have to be committed to your success. I am a true, I say it for like hundreds of times. This is a done with you plan. I cannot want success for you more than you want for yourself. I can help you get the success you want for you, but I cannot want the success for you more than you want it for you. That's right. You have to be a believer that things take time. This is not instantaneous money. I do not do get rich quick schemes. It's not my thing. If you put in work, money can be made. If you are going to procrastinate, money does not get made. That's right. With effort comes progress. So if you are someone who says you're going to do it today, but you're not going to do it today, this might not be for you. I am a coach who is going to hold you accountable. So if your feelings are easily hurt, this is not for you. I'm not a mean person. I don't want to say that by far. Not mean, but I am going to be like, "Hey, how we doing? Are you still on task? What's happening?" I'm going to hold you accountable to those things. So if your feelings are easily hurt, it might not be for you. If you're someone who's looking for someone to hold your hand every step of the way, this might not be for you. Because what I mean by that is that holding your hand means that you're not going to do the work. You're going to ask questions about the work. You're going to be like, you're going to want me to help you do every single step. I want to say this respectfully. I like to work with adults for that reason. I work with children as far as inspirational conversation, but I don't work with kids because of the fact of that we can be scattered. As an adult, we are scattered, but it's easier to get an adult to come back to, "Hey, do you want this or not? How bad do you want it?" I ask myself these same questions, guys. I ask myself, I'm about to go on a 12. I want to sell 10,000 books in 12 months. So I got a whole plan. I said to my desk, "How bad do you want this? And why?" I put my big why on there because it helps 100,000 people find success. It helps 1 million people know that they're worthy. It helps 8 billion people that are on the planet really have an understanding that you can do it no matter what circumstances you are in, no matter your birth, no matter what nation you live in, you can do it. There are millionaires in Africa who were beggars in the street. There are millionaires in India who were beggars on the street. In any third world country, there are people who started with nothing that have become something for them. You can do anything you put your mind to in any situation. It's just finding the you and getting the steps to get out of where you are mentally so you can start moving forward. Those are the prerequisites to work with me. You got to be ready. It's 10 weeks, guys. 10 weeks. If you're not ready, it ain't gonna help you.
That's right.
I want to be honest. It doesn't help you if you're not ready. If I got to pull teeth for you to do it, you're gonna be like, you get frustrated. I don't get frustrated. I gotta be honest. I don't even get frustrated. It's not even a thing for me. I don't let that stuff frustrate me. I get more frustrated with me than I do with anybody else. But it goes this way. If I call and our meeting is on Thursday, like I missed a meeting with Sabrina. I was on a call with someone else and their meeting went long. So I didn't get on the call with Sabrina. So I missed it. So I had to message her and tell her that I apologize, but because it wasn't intentional. It's just that the other person called went so long because they had so many components that we needed to work on. But that could leave a bad impression. I'm a person of my word. So when I said I was going to show up, the person was having a hard time. And I was like, I can't just be like, I got to go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so sometimes you can do that, but sometimes someone's at a place where you can't just disconnect the call. So, but we should be ready for when we're having those calls. It's okay. That when I'm having a conversation about your business, all right, are you okay with the things that are going on in your business? How can we revamp them? This might be something that could be different. Mm-hmm. It might not be part of your 10-week plan, but from what you're telling me, that this might be something that could help you. How many of us have had that conversation?
All of us.
Because remember, the 10-week plan is a starting point. As you work through that plan, that's the reason why we have the one-on-ones. That's why we have the office hour calls, so we can be able to get back on track so you can move forward in your business. But you have to be ready, and you have to be able to communicate. You have to be ready to communicate. That's important. Because if you're not ready to communicate, and communication is a two-way street. You have to be able to receive the communication and be able to communicate back. That's important. So those are the prerequisites to actually go through the 10-week mastermind. That's why I asked the 20 question. That's why we do the one-on-one well before we get on air, so I can see if this is going to work for you or not. And I'm okay with refunding money. I had a coaching client who I'm not afraid to say it, paid $5,000. She did not want to do the work. First month. Now, on my monthly, as my monthly coaching clients, they have one-on-ones twice a week. Where they give me all of their business details. I mean, the numbers, their bank accounts, everything. Because when we're combing through it to get them to a level. She was like, okay, she gives me everything. And then she calls me. She's like, okay, what plan? What we going to do with all that? I was like, we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about the things that I see. I said, because I'm like a forensic detective at this point. Because I'm trying to figure out why her business isn't making money. She got marketing. And then I look at what she's marketing and it had nothing to do with her business. And so I was like, okay, your marketing plan sucks. I said, I'm not a marketer, but I can hook you up with a couple of people who I know. She's like, well, you're not going to market my business? I said, I'm going to help you find the team members that will help your business. No, I thought you were going to market the business. That is not in my plan. And definitely not on the one-on-one coaching is really about helping you with the tools, giving you real tools. I mean, I help you find VAs. I help you create the necessary documents to hire people for particular areas. Because I tell people, I don't want to be everything to everybody. I want to be the person that helps you be able to live a stress-free business life. So I gave her money back because she didn't want to do any of the work.
Oh, wow.
So I said, I do appreciate you wanting to work with me, but when you're ready for a partner in your growth, give me a call. You have to be willing to say no to things that are going to mess up your peace. And that's why this mastermind to me is so important. And it goes with the book, because the book is about pulling the person you into your business. That's what the book talks about. So we got to be able to get on that. All right. Shayna, let's get to your business.
Yeah, can we get to me first? I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta finish cooking.
I was about to say the same thing. I was about to hop off. I'll be quick, y'all. I'm Shayna. I do interior design, stiletto decor, dream rooms. Follow me on Shayna Jenkins on Facebook, a stiletto decor on Instagram, and the prettiest woman 23 on Instagram. I create rooms that inspire. If you want to be inspired by your work environment, call me. I
Drop it in the chat for me, Shayna.
Y'all, D, I'm sorry. Huh?
It's okay.
Drop it in the chat for me.
Okay, I will. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
All right, D, go ahead so you can get that food cooked.
Yes, I gotta finish wrapping gifts. Look, y'all, I got a lot more stuff to do. Stuckies. Okay, so we got Juiced Up Jokes, powered by Stuckies, and Crush Line, powered by Stuckies. Those are the two superstars that are embracing the scene now. I do some of everything though. Cookies, I do food. If you just want to infuse your butter, you want to cook the food yourself, I could do all that great things. I do delectable edibles. You can find me on Instagram as Stuckies, STUCKEES. Facebook, D Woods, DEE Woods, and also D Cover Girl on Instagram. That's just my funny, page, because I can host. I can do a bunch of stuff. So, yeah.
So don't forget to drop your information in the chat so people, when they see this on the replay, they can find out more information. I thank each of you guys for joining me. Joining me today. Go ahead and get your food cooked, and Trey, we'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Love you. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
All right, guys. Now, I want to say that was awesome to hear from the CEOs from CEO Mastermind season number 2. If you guys are looking to join for the upcoming cohort, I only have one space left. So the link was dropped in the bio. As I said, I only have one space left. The next cohort will start in about 7 weeks after the one that's coming up. If you guys don't make this one, it's okay. I do have another one that's coming up. We must have 10 people to get started, because a mastermind is a group of individuals that look for success. As you heard, a lot of the people from season 2 are coming to season 3. Some people from season 1 want to come back in and be coached, want to join the mastermind the next season. One spot is left. You guys can see the link in the bio. Go in my bio, go into the chat. It's the one that says CEO Mastermind to get locked in. Growth is one click away. 10 weeks, 10 individuals who are looking for growth and success. Are you ready? Let's get into it, CEOs. So this show was a phenomenal show. I mean, what do you think about the show? You with all your CEO, with the rest of your mastermind, what was your thoughts? How you feel?
I think it was really good. Everybody kind of saying the same thing. So I feel like, we all are very excited. We all saw results. And I think that's what's most important even for you, is that you're not just talking about it. You're not just saying what you could do. You actually got people that can show the results and give this testimony of how you've changed things. So I can't just say it. I actually am very proud to be a part of it. Proud that you had us. Thank you for taking us to Dope Living TV. That was exceptional. I want to talk to those people because I myself want to be on the Radio Hall of Fame one day. You know what I mean? So I thought that was really, really big. I want to get connected with them. I'm really looking forward to the work that we're going to do this year. We are getting to 10,000 books sold. Okay. Just all the connections, even the people that we just did a meeting with my team. We did the team meeting today. We had a special guest. It's just another person for us to be able to work with to help to get your vision out to ours. It's just so much, man. So I thank you because you changed a lot in me. And, you helped me grow my business. And I know this is just the beginning.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, well, she's been my friend. She came here and hijacked my show one day. With D. Smith. Speaking about D. Smith, with D. Smith stuff, he was running in here.
Said, hey,
I'm a firm believer with good people and good energy surround the room. We had a couple of people who checked in. We had Stephanie. Guys, get locked in with Stephanie, the Real Life Topics podcast. I will be on that podcast in the upcoming month. So towards the first week of the month, I will be on the podcast with the lovely ladies.
I love her.
Awesome.
Both for the ladies.
They have an awesome show. Guys, get locked in. That is Miss Mina's information. That is Trey's information for you guys to get locked in. So we got Travion Johnson on Facebook. You can go ahead and get locked in with his art or anything he has going on. Miss Mina at 773-886-7756. Get locked in. With D Woods, you can go to D Woods, that's DEE Woods on Facebook to get locked in. With Shayna Jenkins, if you want to get locked in with her business as well as her books. As she said, Pretty Women is about being pretty on the inside, not just the outside. She brings that to everything that she's doing, along with her ministry of working with young girls to help them understand that beauty is more than skin deep. I love that. So you can get locked in with her. That's Shayna, Shana Jenkins. She dropped the information in the chat. There she goes. So she dropped all the information in the chat. So go to the Facebook or YouTube chat and you can see the information there. Guys, I want you to have an awesome holiday. Enjoy your family, enjoy your time. And it's about the holiday isn't just about presents. It's about the peace. It's about joy. It's about love, community. I want you guys to remember that if you don't remember anything else about this time of year, at this point in time, there are many people who are missing their loved ones, people that are overseas, people who are no longer with us. But the peace of just joy of life, joy of partnership, joy of friendship. This is the time for you to be blessed, feel blessed. And until next week, CEOs, right here on My Radio Chicago, on Wake Up CEO, on Wednesday, New Year's Eve, where Lexi Couture will be following me right after that show on New Year's Eve. She's making her debut. I want you guys to, as CEOs, to be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You. See you next week. You are welcome.
Title Ghetto Psycho
Looking to get to the cash. So I have the perfect book series for you by award-winning author Rachel L. Gary. Volume 1, Forged in Fire, Readers Rose from Life's Ashes. In Volume 2, #Poverty Six Figures, they broke those mental chains. Now comes Volume 3, Freedom Has GPS, reminding you that you are born to soar and build a legacy. Pre-orders are open for 50% off. Get the tools for the bag at www.sayiampossible.com.
My questionnaire. The questions were just very exact and to the point of what I needed. And when I met with her in my one-on-one session, I found it to be very profound.
Excited for this. This is something I really need and something I've been looking for a while.
It's an assessment. Like, it asks questions that make you think deep about what you want your life to go.
The 10-week financial focus plan she gave me helped me to see it in a better way where it would make money.
It was basically a reality. Something that looked like a dream, but in reality it was nothing but a shift of mindset. It's a state of mind.
Out and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You CEOs. See you next week right here on CEO State of Mind.